How does it sound? Is it sounding okay? Check 1, 2. What's up, Internet? My name is Steven Shea, and I'm an independent filmmaker based in Los Angeles, California. We are here at the glorious Abyssmal Entertainment offices in the beautiful San Fernando Valley, and I am here to bring you on a wonderful journey each week on how we pulled off an independent animated feature film with a crew of 12 people. So a little bit about my backstory. My name's Steven Shea. I grew up in the Florida Keys. I've been in production for over 25 years. I've directed multiple feature films, short films, music videos, commercials, industrials, photography shoots, and now animation, because why not? So what the hell is ISLA MONSTRO? ISLA MONSTRO is an adult animated sci-fi comedy feature film. ISLA MONSTRO follows our character of Duke, who's a middle-aged loser who's screwed up pretty much every harebrained scheme he's ever come up with. After drunkenly falling off of a cruise ship, he wakes up on an abandoned island that he soon discovers is overrun with mutants and monsters from a failed 1980s DARPA super soldier experiment. He gets the crazy idea to turn the island into a 4-star luxury resort utilizing the mutants as its staff, which ends up going viral on TikTok and alerting the US government, which soon has a horrifying HR nightmare on their hand. So how does one make an indie animated feature? Step 1, have a global pandemic. So let me put the situation into context. The pandemic hits, and LA goes into complete and utter lockdown. I suddenly have a lot of spare time on my hands, stuck at home in my basement, and I get the idea that I should probably learn a new skill. So for the first month of the pandemic, I ended up teaching myself animation, because why not? Because animation is the one thing that no one has to leave their house to actually do. I decided to focus on Adobe Character Animator. Adobe Character Animator is super easy to use. There's a lot of great tutorials on YouTube for it. And so thankfully, because of OK Samurai, I was able to learn it really easily and get a good feel for it. After going through all the animation stuff, we started developing some television series. Knowing that animation was exploding during the pandemic, it just kind of made sense. So we developed about 4 or 5 different shows and started taking those out. And one of the ones that we developed the most was ISLA MONSTRO. Through my manager, Mike Detrano, we started taking the show out. We developed a bunch of different content, characters, locations, got a bunch of different artwork done. A lot of studio interest, but no bites because we hadn't really proven that we could pull this off. My company, Abyssmal Entertainment, has been around for over 22 years, and while focusing on live action that entire time, we decided to start pivoting towards the animation side. So we did a couple different shorts. We did a music video, we started doing some client work that was animated, and then after all this was said and done, we kept coming back to this ISLA MONSTRO project, which I was really, really in love with. And so finally, at the end of the day, I was like, you know what? Let's just make a feature. We can sell a feature. We know how to do that. We've sold many features. So why don't we get all of our friends together and do something really, really cool that would essentially be kind of like a big weekend project. But it didn't take place over a weekend, that's for sure.
ISLA MONSTRO, huh?
It has a sweet ring.
I don't think that's grammatically correct.
So when making a comedy, rule number 1 is you find the funniest person that you know. And the funniest person that I know was unavailable. But the 16th funniest person I know is James Schrader.
I'm James Schrader, and I'm a comedian and a commercial actor and a father and what was the question?
Who is a high school friend, my college roommate, and now is the face of the Dr. Squatch soap brand, which has had his mug being viewed millions and millions of times all over the internet, including the Super Bowl and stuff. So I got together with James and was like, let's put this together, let's write this together, and so we did.
Steven had a pretty fleshed out idea of like, hey, this is the path, these are the characters, this is like how I wanted to go, and I preferred that because we had a lane to go down, we knew who the people were, and we were able to kind of flush them out more and figure out their past a little more, what drove them as characters.
For a project like this, animation is by far the easiest way and best way and cheapest way to tell this story. To do this in live action would have cost a fortune, just the elements alone. So making it animated made things a lot easier. And having a project that is one person handling the majority of the work, you want to make those things as easy on yourself as possible.
What did you do?
Oh, it's radical.
So in these videos, we're going to break down each episode by writing, art, casting, animating, sound, music, and then, by far the hardest element of this whole thing, selling the movie.
Where would you like these?
Let's go on the journey together, shall we?